It's basically about a
Oh, somebody's not happy.
This is my grumpy face. Right,
You know, it's easy to say a film's shit, but saying why it was shit, that's the challenge.
that
So
is
why
very-
was it shit?
that didn't make sense.
For me, it just got too...
Well, fans, I would give it out of 10. How about you?
I am going to give this...
Brett and Lou's movie reviews. Brett and Lou's movie reviews. We are two best friends who like watching films and talking about them afterwards.
Hey there guys, and welcome to Brett and Lou's Movie Reviews. And today we're watching Mickey 17, starring Robert Pattinson, Toni Collette, Naomi Ackie, and Mark Ruffalo.
Directed by my main man with the plan, Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah. It's basically about it's about a disposable employee who's apparently sent on a human expedition to colonize the ice world Niflheim.
After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of his memories intact.
Okay,
So, the film, are you looking forward to it?
I'm really looking forward to it. I love Korean films. One of the reasons I moved to South Korea was because I love Korean films.
I like Park Chan-wook. I remember I saw him do
Yeah.
a seminar
Oh, okay. Wow, okay.
in the Marrakesh Film Festival.
Okay, show off.
Insert footage here.
Is that when you saw Francis Ford Coppola?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. You put the footage in the last video, didn't you?
Right, yeah.
Cool. 저는 저 집에서 한국어로 공부합니다.
Sure, what he said.
Anyway, I'm
film.
looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. Great director. Not a massive fan of Robert Pattinson.
Nah.
Yeah, the
Not
trailer
into
looks
Twilight.
amazing. I love the concept of the whole repeat,
Yeah.
you know, like Groundhog Day,
Yeah,
source code.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
playing with that type of thing. Edge of Tomorrow, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, let's go and watch it, find out what it's like.
See you after the film.
And action! So, we've just watched Mickey 17. And... Oh, somebody's not happy.
This is my grumpy face.
So what was up with Mickey 17, Brett? What's with the grumpy face? You didn't enjoy it, I take it.
No, I didn't.
Because, like, this is the first time we've spoken about it.
I'm throwing
so-
my dummy out the pram.
Okay, what was wrong with Mickey 17?
It was shit.
All right, see you in the next one. No, okay, he's back. So it was shit. Okay, so
Right.
can we embellish a little bit, add
Okay.
something to that?
Right,
You know, it's easy to say a film's shit, but saying why it was shit, that's the challenge.
that
So
is
why
very-
was it shit?
The first act was good. World building.
I'll agree.
I was intrigued.
Yeah, I agree.
In a kind of like thinking of the future.
Like a
and-
messed up
It
dystopian.
felt like it was realistic.
Yeah, like it felt like this could really happen. And everybody's really stupid in the film, and it's a messed up dystopian sort of sci-fi place. The sort of place where, you know, like you think I would not want to live here.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's a horrible depiction of the future.
Yeah. But then the storyline starts to flail.
So
Like, I was
halfway
losing.
through the film.
About a third of the way in, I
Yeah,
just started
yeah.
to lose interest. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, so there's another version of him that's so normally he dies. Spoiler alert, he dies, and then another one gets generated, but regenerated. But
yeah.
but in this instance, they think he's dead, so they make another one of him. But he
Yeah,
actually makes
yeah,
it back
yeah.
to the base, and there's two of them.
Yeah.
And one of them's slightly off.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a plot hole with that, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because all of the other iterations of him
Were the same.
but then all of a sudden this one is not the same. Yeah.
Woo! We love you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and all of a sudden this one is different, and he's
Yeah.
the evil Mickey.
and all of a sudden he doesn't want to die because he feels like, well, the next one, the one they respawn will be the same as just like the evil one. But it's like,
yeah.
but then he says number 2 and 4 were also a little bit weird. But if
Yeah,
number
but-
2 and 4 were a bit weird and they were respawned, how did they end up getting a 17 that was
Yeah.
actually decent?
Yeah.
That didn't make sense.
He should have progressively got worse based
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the film's logic.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
kind of threw me off a bit. The the story just went nowhere for a bit, and it tried to be funny. The comedy didn't work, and I think that's because of some kind of lost in translation.
People were laughing,
Some people were,
but
a handful of times.
Yeah,
But I think this lost in translation with Bong Joon-ho, or something happened there. Speaking of Bong Joon-ho, check that out.
what?
Turn
Johnny
around.
B.
Turn around, behind us, look.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
oh, oh, oh,
Wrong way.
oh. Look behind us. And a little bit more over there, over there.
Seoul.
Oh, Korea.
Or, as you
Yeah.
say in Korea, Seoul.
Seoul. Okay.
Sorry.
Soz Mr. Korea.
So,
Okay.
Sarangheo.
Yeah.
So,
What he said.
um,
Yeah, I thought that the film, like I said, it was great at the start. I really was invested in the world that it had built. I thought it was interesting, but for me, it just got too political.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, it was like a allegory for today's political climate with Orange Man bad,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. It even had an assassination attempt
And
that
it was
skimmed his cheek.
Exactly. It was just far too obvious. And I like a film where it has political commentary, where it's not so obvious and transparent, and you actually
Yeah.
have to think about it. But this one, it was just felt like it was for dummies,
Yeah.
and it was offensive, and it got annoying.
Yeah. I just felt like the acting was overacting. At first,
Way over the top.
At first, I thought Mark Ruffalo was really good because he's very much like Mark Ruffalo in every film.
Yeah.
But in this, I felt like it's the first time I'd seen him. I haven't seen Pretty Things, which I really want to see, but
Yeah.
it's the first time I've seen of him where he's.
Sorry, Mark Ruffalo.
Those women were digging you in there. They were about 60, but anyway. Should we go here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in this he was a bit different, and I thought actually he's doing a really good character in this, and I was buying into it. But then the script just got so unfunny. I don't know why a lot of the actors signed up for it based on the script. I wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
And I think they're all a little bit like, I'm in a Bong Joon-ho film.
But did
He
you-
did Parasite. He won an Oscar. The first international film to win an Oscar. I'm going to be in that film. I'm not even going to read the script. I just want to be in it. The same way that the actors signed on for the Matrix sequels.
Yeah.
Based on the Wachowski brothers'
Yeah,
first film.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like that. They just signed on. I don't think they actually read the script.
Did you like the special effects in the film though?
I thought the special effects were really, really good. Not that imaginative, but they were done well. And
Yeah.
I do think it had elements of Starship Troopers.
Well, it kind of had a lot of elements of Starship Troopers, as in like, you know,
Intelligent creatures
messed
that
up
are insects.
dystopia of a world that it was.
Yeah,
And
I prefer Starship Troopers.
Oh,
by a long shot.
absolutely.
By a
Starship
long shot.
Troopers is
That was
fantastic.
fun. This took the fun out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of Robert Pattinson. I'm still not a fan of him.
yeah,
really.
I'm not convinced by
And his
him.
voice was weird. And I didn't like his character.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why he went with that character. Why did he have to have that accent? Not
Yeah.
that it was an American accent. It was just that it was a dweeby American accent.
I wanted to get off of Earth.
Yeah. I think that those insects or whatever, those life forms on the planet, I think they were a bit weird. And when he got the translator and was speaking to it, and it just, I was like, what the hell's even going on here? Like, what is this shit, you know?
It had everything. It had
You know,
everything everywhere all at once.
yeah.
Kind of vibes, which I did not like, and a lot of people did like it, but I didn't like it. I mentioned that in a previous video, but
Yeah.
it had that kind of mayhem, kind of, oh, we're going off on a tangent here and saying loads of weird, funny stuff. Funny stuff.
yeah.
But anyway, should we give it a score?
Sure, okay, so I'll let you go first, because I went first the last video, I think. So.
Okay. Thank you, Louis. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. So, what would you give Mickey 17 out of 10?
Well, fans, I would give it out of 10. 4. 5. I'm going to give it 5. I'm going to give it 5. Yeah.
5, okay.
Purely because of the disappointment that's knocked it down a bit. There was some great grasp or control of the production going on there, and the camera work and things, and the vision. But I just felt like the story was disjointed, not gripping, and the acting was quite a lot of the acting was pretty bad. Yeah, that's what I can say about it, really. Some good special effects, you know. So all in all, I'll give it a 5, which I think is fair.
Yeah, fair
How about
enough.
you?
I am going to give this one 4 out of 10.
Oh, similar.
As I said earlier, started off great. It was great until it wasn't. Very annoying political commentary that I just found extremely stupid, just dumb. And
I agree.
the acting was ridiculous. It was exaggerated, over the top, which works in satire, but this just really just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
And I think I saw a lot of people just... Sorry, go on.
I was going to say to the fans, let us know what you think.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people that left the cinema looked like just depressed when they walked out. I noticed a couple of guys, and
It was a quiet room.
it was.
People weren't
it
really
was.
laughing.
People,
now
no,
and again.
yeah, like a couple of like giggles here and there. Anyway, Mickey 17 sucked ass. Don't go and watch it. But I liked what you did at the start of the film, of our video. Sorry, when you made clones of yourself.
Thank you.
I think that you should probably try to clone yourself again in the future,
Oh, thanks. Why?
so you can go fuck yourself.
Brett and Lou's movie reviews. Brett and Lou's movie reviews. We are two best friends who like watching films and talking about them.